Hello and welcome to Best Reads by Ashley. Hopefully you're enjoying our videos, and if you are, click subscribe and like below and comment. That would definitely help us out. Today I'm going to be talking about another indie author, one of my personal favorites. Her name is Shey Stahl, and I will link some of her information in the comments. But the book I'm going to talk about is her latest release, and it is entitled When We Met. And I love this book. I love most of Shey Stahl's books, if I'm being honest. I'm kind of a romance nerd. I'm a sucker for a good romance. I like the happily ever after. I like the chemistry. I like the sweet story. And this book delivers with all of that. So I guess the basic premise is that Baron is kind of a cowboy, a single father, and he lives in Texas. He has two young daughters, Sev and Camden, and Sev is 3, and she definitely steals the show. She's hilarious. I mean, there were times when I was laughing out loud at some of her comments, and to the point where my husband was like, "What are you laughing at?" But I do that a lot with Shey's books. I feel like she always has characters and there's always so many funny stories. And I think that helps, I don't know, the reader not just have a romance novel, but it's kind of a romantic comedy throughout all of her books. This one is one of my favorites of hers, probably because of the kids, but also just the story in general. But I don't know, that's a hard sell. I love so many of her books. My favorite of hers might actually be the Racing on the Edge series. So if you have not read any of Shey Stahl, I suggest this one and those ones to kind of get into her style. But her style is very talkative, like it's very easy. It reads very well, and I think that helped with When We Met, because it's kind of like the characters are talking to us and narrating while also telling the story. To me, that kind of grabs my attention, and it just makes it an easy read. It's not, a collegiate read. It's more of just a fun read. So Baron is living on a ranch with his two young daughters, and Casey, who is 24 years old and coming from California, decides that she is getting out of California. She doesn't like that life anymore, and she very literally crashes into his car shop. Ironic. And they meet, and of course sparks fly and so forth. But I think what keeps it going is the realness of the characters. They are very likable, they're very relatable, and to me, I felt like it was just easy to see them being real people versus some made-up character. I think the side characters are great, and like I said, I think the girls steal the show. The relationship between Casey and Baron is great. The chemistry is great. But honestly, I think the chemistry between the two kids in Casey and the two kids in Baron are also what keep it going, because that relationship, the motherly relationship, the fatherly relationship, is what I love about it. So I love that. I think it's one of those reads that you would just really enjoy the description. You're going to enjoy the humor and just the story that's being told. So like I said, I love Shey Stahl. I give this one a solid 5 stars. Probably could give it more, but I know it's 5 out of 5, right? So, but I definitely feel that it is worth a read, and including all of her books. So I will link her book in the comments if you want to check it out, but I think that you should try to, find her on Facebook and Instagram and follow along with her, because I think you would love her book. She has tons of books out there, and I've read every single one of them at least once. A few of them I've read a few times, because I love the storytelling aspect of it and the humor, and just I can forget life for a little while and just read it and enjoy it and not have to analyze and so forth. So I think if you're someone who likes romance, if you're someone who likes comedy, I think that her books, pretty much every single one of them, would be right up your alley. She has a couple that would be appropriate for young adults, but most of them would definitely be adult books. So, all right, well, 5 stars for Shey Stahl. I will do some more of her books at some point throughout, but When We Met is her newest, and I highly recommend it, especially if you like romantic comedies. Hopefully you're enjoying our videos. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next time.